this one sucks, right? And we did it. I think the last episode we're talking about my old department, Riverside County Sheriff. They lost 2 deputies in 2 weeks, right? And they hadn't lost one since 2003. So they're hurting. It's a real disaster down there right now. I've got a memorial shirt on right now for Isaiah Cordero. Unfortunately, I had to order another one for Deputy Darnell Calhoun. So he was a 30-year-old out of Lake Elsinore Station, arrived at a domestic violence call and got killed. Let's watch Sheriff Bianco break it down.
I'm devastated to tell of the loss of another one of our deputy sheriffs who was killed in the line of duty today while answering a call for service involving domestic violence and a child custody type of a call. Deputy Darnell Calhoun was 30 years old. He began his law enforcement career at the City of San Diego Police Department. He served 2 years there before lateraling to us last February. He was assigned to Lake Elsinore Station. He's a husband, a son, he would have been a dad. At about 4:20 this afternoon, dispatch received a call of an unknown trouble. There was voices heard in the background. It sounded like there could possibly be a struggle, and deputies responded to the scene. Once there, Deputy Calhoun was the first to arrive. At this point, we are not completely sure of the circumstances surrounding the initial contact. The second deputy arriving found our deputy wounded in the street, and a gunfight between the suspect and that deputy ensued. The suspect was hit. He was treated at the scene and transported to the hospital. He's currently in critical condition. At this point, that is all I can tell you about the call. I will not give any information about the suspect. I'm sure there'll be more to follow as we prepare for another deputy funeral.
Yeah, obviously hard, my thoughts and prayers go out to everyone in the department, the family. Of course he had a baby on the way. Like that's how this goes.
Yeah.
Look, cops are on patrol in every city in America, absolutely willing to lay down their lives to protect strangers, right? Like, that's the job. But we just have to get back to supporting them. And I know this audience does, but be vocal about it. Like, get out there and let them know that you support them, because I'm telling you, if I walked away from the job early. Like I went out at 40 years old because I was sick of it. If this climate continues and more cops are getting killed, and those are things that are expected, right? Like my first patrol station had a memorial wall, and on the side were portraits at Century Station of all the deputies that had been killed there. And it was a long hallway, right? That part's been expected, but that's when the communities had our back. Yeah. Right. Like that's when people appreciated it. And that's what we have to get back to, because if you lose the alpha types that want to be cops and want to do it for the right reasons and are ready to lay down their lives for strangers and do all these things, and you get people who shouldn't be cops instead, and you're driving out the good ones because of all this chaos, we are in big trouble. Like as big as World War III, honestly. If we lose our police protection, we're screwed. Right? It's going to be bad. So we have to get back to supporting them. And I think this last 3 years has been a total disaster for law enforcement. And I don't know how it recovers anytime soon.
Yeah. No, I don't need. That's the sad thing is, everyone needs to do their part, and that helps incrementally. It certainly helps with the morale and encouraging the men and women who are out there doing that job. But systemically, man, it's going to be hard to turn it around. It's going to be hard to prevent that situation where we have all the wrong people in that position, carrying a badge, carrying a gun, and being yes sir, yes ma'am types to people who don't have the best interest of the community at heart. At that stage, I'm not saying that they don't now. You know what I'm saying? But it's a tricky thing, and it sucks. I hate it for the family. I also hate it for that sheriff. You're having to deal with that as the leader who cares, and deal with all of his deputies who obviously are going to be affected by this, and it's gut wrenching. Even though it's anticipated. You do your job, you do what I used to do. Like, there's a chance you're not coming home, but it doesn't lessen the sting when it happens.